to a lot of videos circulating on social media about the election that happened in the FCT yesterday. And I had a few persons who called me to ask for my opinion, saying that they have not seen me or heard me said anything about it. And now let me say this and say it very quickly. Whatever that has happened in the FCT election yesterday, Saturday, is a reflection of what will happen in the 2027 general election. And so first, let me say shame to the INEC chairman, Professor Amaechi. If this is all you can deliver, I say shame to you. Let me also say a very big shame to the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. Even though, like I keep saying, man, I still love you despite everything. I like the things that you have done in terms of delivery in Abuja. But you see, you must understand, right, that in everything you're doing, it go reach one point for person life, people go say you don't even to do. And that's the level you're getting into right now. The people around you may be praising you, they may be telling you what you want to hear, but I must tell you that at some point in a man's life, there are things when you go calm down for. Because whether you like it or not, Your Excellency, the Minister of FCT, whatever you are doing in Abuja today, Abuja has never experienced this kind of low turnout during election. Never in the history of Abuja. I have also never heard, say election they happen for Abuja that they shoot tear gas, carry ballot box they run. No, Abuja is a sane environment. But then again, your pronouncement of restriction of movement, people knowing your kind of person and how far you can go, people were so scared they did not come out. And then this brings me to the issue that I want to talk about. And what is the issue? The issue is that Nigerians are not ready. You see, no matter how much an opposition spend, because I hear people saying, oh, you need to spend money, you need to do this, the opposition need to bring out money, they need to empower people, they need to put money here, they need to spend money to do this. No matter how much the opposition spend, I can assure you that they cannot spend as much as the ruling party. So it is not going to be about how much that is being spent to make the difference and the change we want to see in Nigeria. It's going to be about the willingness of Nigerians to say enough is enough and fight for their lives. Not be how much they give us, not be how much they give on her, not be how much they spend. It's going to be the willingness of Nigerians saying enough is enough. It is okay. We are tired and we want to take back our country. And that is why during these protests we did about the electoral reform. Thank you. Let me even address this. To a lot of you, most especially Nigerians abroad, who reached out to me, you called, you sent me messages wanting to bring out money for us to mobilize people, and I didn't answer you. I will tell you why I did not respond to you. All of you said, oh, send your account number, we want to send money, mobilize people so that you go. I refuse. Personally, you know why? If Nigerians are tired, they don't need anybody to mobilize them. If we mobilize Nigerians, go there. If they stay 2 hours, they go come out. If they stay 1 hour, they go come out. But if they go there out of their own volition, that they are willing to make a change in this country, if they borrow money, come out. Not until they see results, they will not go home. And that is why I'm not part of mobilization. If it pain you, the way they pain you, so come out, go express them. That is the same thing that is happening in Nigeria today. Nigerians never suffer. They are not ready. When Nigerians are ready, they will look beyond who wants to give them money to come out and vote. They will look beyond mobilization. We will sacrifice ourselves, our energy, our finance to build this country. I will not blame a Wike. Wike are just one man. How many are we in Abuja? Do you want to tell me, say if everybody come out yesterday like aggressively to come vote, we have nothing to do now. It not go fit now. So we know, say we come out yesterday to vote aggressively. As we can do now, we forgot the center street because we know say we vote legally and they take our vote. But we know say we not come out. We their house. And that is why nobody can come out. But when you see say a man they oppress you, you go reach time, you go say no, this oppression not too much. Every move, every pie, now we they call for war. You say what, say what? Make anything happen. At that point, so you ready, but Nigerians are not ready. When Nigerians are ready, we go see. Person when no, a party will not know him. We go put him. We are going to look beyond party when Nigerians are ready. No, we are not ready. You are still there waiting for someone to come and mobilize you. You are still there waiting for someone to come and advise you that you should come out and fight for your life. For your life! Nigeria now, the last badge of our life now we did, in case you don't know. Nigeria now and Nigerians, you know when someone is sick and they did that point of to buy, they just need to rush and go hospital. Make doctor just attend to and give her life. Right? Now that place we dey now is either we won't leave the person for house, make it buy, or we won't rush and go hospital. Make doctor do the needful. That's the point where we are right now. And if you are waiting for someone to contact you, say, oh, you need to rush this person, come out from us, so can't go hospital, make doctor attend to them. You they wait for person to come give you money. You no shout, neighbor, who get money to come help me? I beg, go mona help me, oh, may we carry this person, oh. You they wait, make person suggest to you. Say, oh, this your sister, this your mama, this your papa, why they buy so? Oh, you take money now, so that you go figure and go make it for survival. If not, you go buy you. They wait. We've not seen anything yet. But guess what? Once we miss it in 2027, Nigeria is gone. There is no two ways about it. Another 4 years, Nigeria is gone. When I mean gone, they go do budget and I not see 50 kobo to finance them. But people don't know. Relax. Wait, oh. Sit down your house. A young boy go to ask you, wait, if I go vote, will it make any difference? A guy go cut and say, and I mean one go stand for some. Can't they vote? Wait, concern if I vote, my vote go count. You they wait for me to come encourage you. No, nah. Nigerians are not ready. So it's not about how much an opposition spend. It's about the willingness. When the people are part of the process, you can question the government. But when you are not part of the process, there is nothing you can say. You don't get mind to talk for this social media. But you know they talk now because you know say you never contribute anything. There's no sacrifice you've made for Nigeria. So you cannot speak. But when you make sacrifice for Nigeria, you go talk. When Nigerians are ready, you only take human being without guns. We no go share blood. Human beings living and breathing to come out and make the change and say enough is enough. Una go vote, stand for una polling unit, carry una ballot box, una go track waka follow am. When that time don't reach, they go tell everybody. You dey wait for one successful man when they okay with his family, he just won't come out. You dey wait for Peter Obi, abi you dey wait for Atiku. Who you dey wait for to come make the difference? No, sit down there and wait. They are successful, they are doing well already. They really don't need the thousands, the millions, the billions. They have it already. These are the set of people you're waiting for. No, keep waiting. Do not take the destinies. Your destinies into your hands, Nigerians. You think I'll call the complaints in the FCT election? No. No. If we're ready, we go make the difference. If the son of us come out, come vote. As with the year results now, so everybody go say, no, nah. Wait till we vote while we see. All of us go back, come out. If we storm Abuja, we can go no. Say na human beings, not they outside so. We can go no. Say these people were there outside so enough is enough. But not until then. They play. They find trending issues for social media. Good luck to you.
Dear ADC, this message is specially dedicated to the African Democratic Congress, the Nigeria's alternate political party, that's Nigeria's largest opposition. The Abuja local government area elections have been concluded, and it is time to reflect. And you see, I think to begin, that I've lost hope in the 2027 elections, but I know telling the ADC not to contest will be just wishful thinking. So of course we are going to go ahead and contest. But I'm going to make another video where I'll be speaking to young people in Nigeria, especially those 50 and below. There's something that we need to start to plan for. Except there's an act of God, there is a people's revolution. We should forget 2027, right? But 2031, Nigerian youth can begin to re-strategize for it. And I'm going to make a video especially for that. Now let's talk about the ADC. First proposal. You see, one of the top 3 men gunning for the office of president and aspiring to be president of Nigeria from the APC, one of you need to step back and offer purposeful strategic leadership to the ADC moving forward. I don't want to castigate anybody. This is a video to throw blames around. But if there is anything that needs to be done, and there needs to be purposeful leadership to the ADC, and that is not being gotten. Everybody wants to be president, and you can see a lot of mess going on. One person needs to step back and offer leadership to the party. And when that is done, we'll be able to correct some of the abnormalities that we are seeing. Now, it's still painful that we can see here that some polling units were not manned as at yesterday in an Abuja local government elections of very few polling units. We still were not able to man all polling units with party agents. That is disastrous. As much as I agree that the APC is a criminal party, is corrupt, and is swelling with electoral malpractices, but if we want to actually challenge them, then we need to stand toe to toe against them, head to head. We need to stand to match them. And the fact that we still do not have party agents in all polling units, one party agent, for example, a backup party agent, and several other canvassers who will ensure that voters turn up for election day. I can tell you, I know that who benefit from voter apathy and low voter turnout, the ruling party, they know what to do. But if you want to be able to upturn whatever plans they have, is to ensure that canvassers go ahead and encourage people to come out. And the idea of leaving all of these men, all of these offices or personnel that I've mentioned for goodwill, that they love the party, they love the candidate, they love somebody alone, is not enough. The party must be able to set aside monies to motivate, encourage, mobilize these people. There is communication logistics, there is transport logistics, there is data collection logistics, there is even money to be paid. In 2023, a friend of mine was party agent to the Labour Party in the heart of Benin. He wasn't paid, and he left there at about past 5. I don't know what was going to happen before that. People will come out and vote, but somebody needs to be able to start to defend the process. And the fact that he was even called a day before the election broke my heart. No training has been done. What form of training has been offered to the party here? Do they know what to do? Do they know how to push for their rights? It was Mama P's video that I was seeing that in the coalition center, ADC member and ADC party agent was not inside the coalition, whereas there were 2 APC party agents inside. If the party agent knows his right, he will fight his way. He should be shot for fighting his way. That's his right. He should be entering inside. But because these guys are not trained, they don't know what to do. They are doing it on volunteer basis. A lot of nonsense are going wrong. A political one of the aspirants for the Edo elections or candidate for the Edo election in 2024 elections told me that he was told by another very senior politician that to win governorship election in Edo State, there should be 20 billion naira by the corner of your chair in cash a day before that, on the eve of the election. I thought he was just being exaggerating until I began to sit back to look at it. Strategies are being put in place. When people say you don't win elections are not won on social media, it may look gaslighting and mockery, but it's the fact. It is the fact. We have to sit back to look at our strategies. We are not doing enough. Winning elections, we are fighting against a party that has been institutionalized with corruption and electoral malpractices. Then we want to fight them with just goodwill. No, voluntarily cannot solve this alone. We need to put in men, transporting, data collection, effort, canvassers, for example. When I spoke about voters turnout, one of the ways to kill that is canvassers. On the night of the election, people should still move on into houses. I did a comedy event last year. 2 days to my comedy event. 3 of the persons that promised to get tables for that particular event, one of them lost his mother. One of them had marital crisis. The other one had mental health crisis, and he just blanked off. Wasn't taking calls. So I realized that 2 hours to an event can change anything. See, an event, a news item, a social media report, or anything, or just loss of interest, canvassers, even to the money of the elections that are paid and motivated, will still go ahead and encourage people to come out and vote. And by then, party agents, these canvassers, the backup, all of the logistics team. By now, the ADC should be encouraging some very trained, dogged, determined party agent, people to be redeploying their polling unit into some other areas so they can defend vote from there. This wishful thinking of taking over power from a party that you know already has got the power, we don't want to lose. The PDP went into oblivion and has expired because they lost out. The APC knows that should they lose out in 2027, it is the end of the party. It is like that in this country. So you expect them not to give a fight and want to take over from there with this? No, something needs to be done. Leadership needs to be offered. As much as we agree that the party power has failed, is criminal, and is not providing the good for the people, whoever wants to take over must show effort in doing it. Voluntary, love, goodwill is not enough. And that's why some people do not support Omo election, even though it's heavily loved by young people. There is no actual structure put in place to defending these votes and getting elections won. It is difficult already. The legal framework, the electoral act, and everything is working against you. So you must put in effort. The ones that you can do it and do it well. Let it be that you have done your best. How can you still run election without party agents? Coalition centers are still empty. It is a Mama Peter was shouting. If you had a party agent that knew what is right, we know what to do. This is just a local government election. Look at what happened. Again, well done to Dr. Mo, well done to the team. Good big ups to all of them that put in effort, but we must do better. We cannot repeat what we did in 2023 and expect extraordinary results. Now we have seen that we are fighting against all odds. A wise man said that if you don't learn from history, you will repeat history. We don't want to repeat history. Something needs to be done and it must be done now. A lot of people that are succumbing to the pressure of the APCs because they are seeing that there is no light, no effort. Sacrificing, compromising, putting everything on the table just so that anything will happen is because you can see that this party can win this election. If you see that they can win election, you are either indifferent, you're on the fence, or you succumb to the other party that can win election. That's why we went to the APC in the first place. Effort must be put in right now. We are tired of stories. Leadership needs to be offered. Again, go to Dr. Charles Awuzi's word. He made very apt, a very distinctive comparison that everybody should learn from. However, in this party, there is need for money to be made available. The idea of goodwill, they love the party, they love the candidate, should end. The more that the person loves the candidate and there is motivation, will not be a two-factor dedication to get the things done. We must match this level of idealism, this love, this goodwill with structure, with organization, with preparation, and with a lot of competition. We have to match the competition. Something needs to be done. We have to change from what we do currently, and that is not happening in the ADC. The Nigerian people believes that it is time to end the APC, but the people that wants to take over must be more prepared than even the people that are currently seated. Count the cost, get to work. Something needs to be done, or else leave Nigeria 27. Let us plan for 2021. The youth agenda will take over in that regard. We have to start to plan right now, and that's why I said that I'm making a separate video for that. I need to talk to young people below 50 and below. We need to start to plan for 2021. If the ADC has anything in their offering on their sleeves, let them do it for 2027. If not, Nigeria youth needs to make their own plans, and we need to start to plan right now. Tired of wishful thinking. Have a nice day.